We are still in New Orleans. I have NFL Network's Steve Wyche alongside me, and we are at the Hall of Fame sizing event.
The Sizing Saturday.
And Sizing Saturday, okay, that's what it's called. I wasn't quite sure. So you're pretty involved with the Hall of Fame. What was it like to hear that Jared was going to be in it?
Well, I mean, first off, it's like, he's waited a while. He's deserved to get in, and it finally came in. So I was like, great, Jared is in his rightful place, and that's going to be in Canton, Ohio.
Canton, Ohio. It's going to be a really exciting day because we're going to follow him around and hear describe the emotions and what they get to do on Sizing Saturday.
Well, I mean, first off, by now they're pretty exhausted, right? Because Thursday night's the honors, and they're doing all that, and then Friday the Merlin Olsen luncheon, several appearances. So today's kind of like, oh, okay, they got to make it to the finish line, the Super Bowl. But what they do here is they'll be coming from like a breakfast/luncheon where they get a lot of inspirational words, what it's like to be a Hall of Famer, what it's expected. Chris Carter usually is a keynote speaker at something like this, but it really starts things. And they get their heads measured for their bust.
That's so cool.
Right, and they kind of tell them how that's going to work. They get sized up for their gold jackets. And then they're signing a million, items to be, used for whatever foundation things or things like that. So the process starts to hit. Because now, when they start to sign stuff, they can put HOF after that. And that's really, really special.
It's funny. We did the interview with Jared Allen on Honors Morning, and that interview you can find at Vikings.com, plug. And he was trying to figure out how he was going to add the HOF 25 to it. And I thought that was just so interesting that you don't really think about something like that.
But leave it to Jared to complicate it. Right? Just write HOF, dude.
Yeah. I mean, he's like, well, do I number? Do I not? They have they've signed so many things. They just don't know. You're a Minnesota native, we all know. Yeah. And the season this year, what was it like to watch the Vikings be so successful this year?
Yeah, I mean, look, it caught everyone by surprise, right? We know KOC, well-earned coach of the year, one of the best coaches in the NFL, but no one knew Sam Darnold was going to perform like this. And it was always each week you wait and wait and wait until he steps on the banana peel. Everybody was using his history against him, not realizing he's with a great offense, a great head coach. And then you see the defense, continue to play that well. At the end, we just saw them fade. And that's the unfortunate part. So that's the next step of growth. What can we do to make sure that when we get to week 16, 17, get into the playoffs, we're better prepared? But otherwise, just a great, great season. Look, if you don't win the Super Bowl, it sucks for 31 teams, but they should be really proud of what they established.
Proud, I think, is an understatement because we also have Coach of the Year, which was really awesome. What impresses you about Kevin O'Connell?
I love KOC, right? When he was with the Rams, I live in Los Angeles, so I would see him out there. But what I didn't know is how he would be in front of the room, how he'd be in front of the guys. Would they accept him? Being a former player, having the charisma he has. He can roll in and out of any situation, right? And so that relates. That translates to younger players. It translates to veterans. It translates to the scouting department. So I just think his brilliance, right, as an offensive play caller and schemer and knowing rules and things like that, that's one thing. But to be a good head coach, you've got to be able to communicate not just what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how it impacts the team. So he's really, really shown to be good at that.
All right, well, you get to sit down with Jared a little bit in just a bit. They're about to come out from the breakfast. What are some of the things you want to chat about?
Oh, my God. I've known Jared forever, but there's going to be some ground covered. So we pair him. He's going to be paired with Antonio Gates for a conversation, and they played against each other, right? Tight end against D end. So we were trying to get them with some good stories. But also now that he's known about this for about 2 weeks, and he's always been this, but it's going to start to settle in after today. How is it sinking in? And then when you're presented to the Super Bowl crowd tomorrow, it's really going to sink in. I've seen the stages of this, and he's really going to start to feel it. I will say this. He's a little upset that his barber cut his mullet a little shorter. So I'm sure when he gets the actual bust made, he's going to be add some curls and add some length.
It's funny you say that because when we asked him about his bust, he said full mullet.
Full mullet. He's going hard. Look, I mean, Kevin Green has got the super flowing hair on his bust. Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu. Jared is going to try to enter the Hair Bust Hall of Fame as well.
Okay, I love it. Well, let our Vikings fans know where they can find your chats with our Hall of Famers.
Well, you can find them on NFL Network. They'll be airing at different stages of the preseason, I should say. Clips, NFLnetwork.com, NFL.com, at Wyche89.com.
Thank you so much. We love to see you here, and good luck with the interview. I mean, I'm sure Jared will be just fine. He's such a talker.
And Vikings.com. You guys better clip this stuff.
Well, yes, we will. I'm sure we will. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.